Aloha, beautiful people. This video has been wanting to come through me for quite some time now, so I'm super excited to share it. The importance of a kin's domain in these coming years, days, months. The new civilization, the new earth, the new way of being and showing up on our motherland, taking our motherland back and having a piece of the motherland to call your own in perpetuity, in your family, forever. Yes, there is positive ownership. Yes, there's a very deep, deep need to own land. I notice that the people that do not read the Ringing Cedars books don't really understand this very much. It's a very positive ownership. The idea that our family has a piece of land that's our family's is very, very innate within us. So look at it as a positive ownership. This also looks like alloidial titles, land patents, where it's yours forever in your families. Nobody can take it, nobody can buy it, nobody can sell it. This is what we are being called in these future days, to do this 100% ecologically. The ideas set forth in the Ringing Cedars of Russia book series. Mic drop. We have a little diaper baby. It's very, very important for this generation, for our generation, for our livelihood. What's up, mamas? For our species. So what is a kin's domain? It is 2.5 to 4 acres minimum, 1 hectare to 1.5 hectares of land, compostable toilets, living fences. This happens to be a living fence. You can make it a lot thicker so nothing can go through, nothing can come in, nothing can go out. Your babies, your animals, all safe. Oh, mama. We just got back from the beach. It's a little hot and my eyes are a little red, but that's okay. So, what else? A small house, a pond where fish can breed, animals. So if you want like bigger animals, you're probably gonna have a little bit more land. As long as you take care of the land, you are responsible for your land. We just got some affirmations going on in the background. No big deal. Three, two, one. Might go on. It's kind of in the back of the parking lot. So, oh, there we go. So, what else? A pond where fish will breed. On these kin's domain settlements, there are spaces. Each land is considered a space of love. So your family's space of love. There's no hunting. You're free to eat animals if you want. Ideally, it is what it is. And that there's no processing or hunting or raising animals to be killed, because these are spaces of love and all the animals are to feel safe, and we're doing things differently. We want no violence around town, our new towns. Hi, mama. Hi. Hi. Look at that face. Look at that face. That happy face. So what else? 50 to 75% to forestry. We already said living fence, so that could be trees, bushes, shrubs, flowers. Add garden into it, edibles, whatever you want. Make it your own. This living space of love is said to be the reflection of your spirituality. So think about it in that way. It's one of the most spiritual things that we can do on the planet. Is cultivate a piece of land, make it into a paradise oasis for ourselves, for our family, for future generations. Something that we can truly pass on. 50 to 75% to forestry. So that's fruit trees, trees that our future generations can build their own homes with. Small houses that we build ourselves. There's pathways in between all of the houses and such, so these are walking paths. There's no driving on the land anymore, so you know, we can have our carriages and our horses and such, but no more driving, so that'll be fun. I can add in a couple of other questions that I know will be asked, you know, like, where are these happening? Where are these happening? Everywhere. At least 12 miles outside of any large or small city, but the answer is everywhere. It's happening. There's a big split going on. I'm sure you're aware of it, and if you're part of it, you're part of it. Welcome. I highly suggest reading the Ringing Cedars book series to get most, if not all, of your answers answered, because it is a little bit a lot when somebody comes to a group of readers that has 500 acres, that wants to divvy it out, that wants to give it to any family, that wants to build this vision. Also, it's a lot easier to have a lot of conversations where your questions have been answered by the 10 books that have been written. So Vladimir Megre writes 10 books about his experience with Anastasia, and the books are called Anastasia and the Ringing Cedars. He also has 2 children with her, so there's a lot about child rearing in there. There's also a lot about the new schools, the forest Shchetinin style schools, where the kids lead, they build, they design their school, X, Y, and Z. Yes, preschool family life on your own land used to be school. So, you know, there's going to be a transition going towards that, and revolving a settlement around the children and the schools, I think, is a very wise idea. Granted that the settlements that have interviewed and talked about how they started, the ones that, there's a settlement that said that they're very successful with the government, granted, because they're very revolved around children, and there's something to be said about that. So it's a little nudge towards leaning towards the keiki, towards our future generations. There's also a lot of interviews online on YouTube from the Anastasia Foundation, if you want to check that out, on the schools, on the settlements that have started, that have been around for, there's over 20 years, settlements that have been around for over 20 years in Russia. Yeah, they answer a lot of questions. One of the biggest ones is conflict resolution. How do you resolve conflicts when they come up? Because they're going to come up. And like, where are the pathways? Where does the water come from? Where are the communal areas, the zoning, X, Y, and Z? So one of the guidances from Anastasia is it's a good idea to find your person first and then build. So I hope that you'll find your person, and also we shall be hosting and holding soulmate gatherings. That's something that's been pretty near and dear to my heart, and especially in Kauai, in Kalalau. So, yeah, I'm not aware if I've met my soulmate yet, but if I have, great, and if I have not, even great as well. I love you all. Please share this. Go to imuaconservation.org. Has 1,600 acres. They're readers of the Ringing Cedars books, and they will definitely be a good spearhead. If you feel called to a more hard to get settlement, I would say, a more off-grid settlement, you will want to contact me and a school. And my email address is ringingcedars333@gmail.com, and that's also on Kauai. So there's our guidance is to go where we like the temperature. That is, in my opinion, so that we are outside more than inside. It's a good idea. I love you. Have a fabulous rest of your day. That face. I love you, Mama. Aloha.